every type of electronic
Alright,
device.
we are here to go through Dark Hero. I should have done this earlier, but I've been busy. So, I was wondering when they were going to add Trony, but, you know, she was just as bad as I thought. I mean, have you seen her? You know, look at her. She uses her stinky feet for everything. Look at when you...
It's lovely weather
Look at her.
outside today.
Look at... Ugh,
Day
I'm
to
not...
stay inside and play some games.
I am not...
Um,
Look at...
Commander? Forget.
Her sweaty, stinky feet. No way. I do not want her at all. I only care about Elegg, alright? It's a place where anything can happen at any time. A place where countless dreams are shattered. We call this place the Surface. Is this it? I'm sorry. I couldn't protect you. That's enough. Huh? However, even in this desolate and depressing place, there exists a glimmer of hope. That's enough of that talk. This isn't over yet. It's you. You're the... The Nikke troops have been surrounded by the Raptors. In their moment of desperation, a female figure appears before them. And her name is... the Black Art Ranger. I'm gonna give her kind of a deep voice. Let the mission begin! You've performed your duties admirably. Leave the rest to me and take a break. Long live the Arc Rangers! Are there gonna be other Arc Rangers? The Black Arc Rangers. Arc Ranger carves her way through the battlefield with unstoppable power and single-handedly fends off the Raptor offensive from all directions. The surrounding Raptors fall one by one under her mighty attacks. Enemy down! By the time everything is over, the sun has long set. Is it night? How beautiful. Surrounded by piles of shattered Raptor debris, the Black Arc Ranger looks up at the sky, her dignified posture giving her the true air of a hero. Ah, there's no need for such grand proclamations. I merely completed the mission which was assigned to me. More importantly, is everything all right? Yes, everyone's safe thanks to you. Good. Can you stand? Glancing at the array of devastated Raptors before, the Nikke lowers her head. Are you scared? A sea of white stars embroiders the night sky. Beneath the open sky, she starts to speak. Whenever my courage wavers, I look up at the sky. Every time I glance at such infinity, I realize that the surface, enigmatic and perilous as it may be, is also full of unfathomable beauty. There is another reason why I've been able to overcome my fear and keep fighting. And it's standing right next to me. The Black Arc Ranger reaches out her hand to the mass-produced Nikke. So don't despair and stand up. When are we gonna get the Arc Ranger as a Nikke? I didn't realize you could actually see her. I was noticing that something was moving her. You can actually see her eye. Lift your head and look at the sky and see what you're fighting for. What are we fighting for? If you do that, you can overcome any fears you have. Wait, what? Trony? We're here. Huh? Trony? Where is that sound coming from? I am Arc Ranger Black. What is with this hand? Can I hold it? I can't even remember what voice I did for Elegg. I think I might. No, I'm not gonna. Huh? Huh? Did I do something wrong? Oh. She looks like she's in shock. It's just me, Trony. No need to be so surprised. Elegg? If you do that, you can overcome any fears you have. As the Black Arc Ranger movie plays in the background, the stirring tableau. of the this stirring tableau of the valiant figure fighting on the surface slowly recedes, revealing Trony alone in her room, with a figurine in one hand, and the other grasped onto Elegg as she recites lines from the film. And Elegg, wait, Elegg, can we come in now? Ugh. If now isn't a good time. Exia, I always hate Maiden, awkwardly glance at Trony and Elegg. How long have you all been watching me? Not long. Let's see, how did those lines go again? The Black Arc Ranger. Let the mission begin. You've performed your duties admirably. Leave the rest to me and take a break. Stop. Long live the Arc Rangers. That's a pretty cool movie. You should invite me next time you watch it. And like, close the door for a moment. Huh? Last Will and Testament Revision 429. Here lies Trony and Nikke affiliated with the Electronic Shock Squad, along with fellow Nikke's Elegg, Exia, and Maiden. Trony? I will all end quickly and painlessly. I better get going. I just remembered that I had something to do. Don't worry. This will all be over quickly. Trony. Trony. I can't do her voice. She's like, oh my god. Trony, what are you holding? Is that a welder? You shouldn't come so close holding that, you know. Trony? You're starting to freak me out, Trony. For a while, screams can be heard from Trony's room. Too much depression. I received a strange message from Exia this morning. Wake up, noob. Time has come. Exia exhorts me to come over to Trony's room for a co-op mission. Is that the same as celebrating? The situation seems urgent, so I rush over. Elegg, Exia, and Maiden each have their face buried in a tablet. I'm here. Not now, noob. We're raiding. Black Rose, a little help? You're the only one in our party. You can deal any damage right now. You're our last hope. You got it. Dang it, man. You got it. Leave it to me. I, Black Rose, will not let you down. Psycho Pop. That's the spirit. Alright, Boom Guy. When I tell you, all you gotta do is use your special move. Then, there's going to be one heck of an explosion. Kaboom! The three of them are completely immersed into the game and aren't registering a single word that I say. I don't have much else to do, so I go to have a seat nearby and watch. Perhaps I'm just imagining things, but I could swear that something like this had to happen before. Phase 1 clear. Hooray. Now I see why no one has defeated the boss yet. We're only in the first phase, and it's We're only in the first phase, and it's already lobbing all these insta-kill attacks at us. We did it, guys! The game that they were playing, Final Quest Online, recently got an update with DLC featuring a new raid boss. It appears they've all gathered in an attempt to take it down. Elysion, Bacillus, and Tetra all working together in harmony. Games are indeed a wonderful thing. Commander, when did you get here? I've been here for a while. Oh, okay. Anyway, you should get ready. Ready for what? You got to join our raid party. Aren't the three of you enough? No way. I'm a tank. Then Exia and Elegg are both DPS. With a combination like that, we'll never make it past the 3rd phase. If we want to clear the final stage, we'll need a dependable healer like you. So that's what you called me? If we don't have a healer in our party, we can only go so far. Come to think of it, where's Trony? Why isn't she joining you guys? Oh, Trony, do you see that over there? Elegg points to one side of the room. I don't need to guess which various Black Arc Ranger merchandise is displayed. There is a large lump wrapped in a blanket. Oh. Did something happen? She's been like that ever since we saw her imitating the Black Arc Ranger. Hey! Trony urgent voice sounds from under the blanket. You said you would keep it that a secret. Oh, whoops. Pretend you didn't hear that, Commander. I hate you. I don't see why you're so upset. I thought your impressions of the Black Arc Ranger was really cool. Nothing weird about it at all. The blanket rustles as if Trony's kicking her legs. Elegg, if you don't mind. What? Leave Trony to me. Huh? I approach Trony, leaving the puzzled Elegg behind. Lifting the blanket over so slightly, I'm greeted by Trony's beet red face. Oh good. I thought it was gonna be her beet red feet. Commander, all I did was recite a few lines back from the movie. I wasn't impersonating her or anything. It wasn't. Whenever my courage wavers, I look up at the sky. Do you mean those lines? What? How did you know? Any commander worth their salt ought to know the Arc Ranger's most famous lines. Those are from the Dark Hero episode, right? Aren't they being re-released as a movie? That's right. I've been dying to see it ever since I heard the news. I snagged the DVD as soon as we finished filming our interview. What interview? After we resolved that whole issue with the power outage in the Ark. Yep. We've had a deluge of requests from media outlets wanting to interview us. Some of them got directly in touch with the central government. They're certainly determined. You're telling me. So anyway, Suyan said that I had to participate. I tried to bow out, but she kept pestering me until I went. Did you film at least go well? Well, about that. Flashback. Please introduce yourselves. Hello, I'm Elegg from Electric Shock Squad. And to my left is... I'm Electronic Shock Squad. No, that's not it. Electronic Squad Shock. What's my name again? Wait, no. Trony? A bit short for a self-introduction. Trony, you okay? Electric. She's gonna be like that for a while. You'll probably have to do some editing on your end. Are we free to say whatever you want this time as well? Okay, thanks. Did you hear that, Trony? Huh? Even if you make a mistake, they'll edit around it. So, you don't have to be so nervous. You're free to say whatever comes to mind. Okay, I'll try. Oh no. Cian's there. We're all able to speak freely here, so go ahead. Good grief. Can't this bucket of bolts even spit out her own name? Or is she just going to blurt out nonsense all day? Trony hastily encloses herself back in the blanket. As I'm looking around hastily to find something to change the subject, I notice a calendar next to a clump of mud with a date encircled. Trony, why did you circle this date here? That's... Trony looks back and forth between the lump of mud and the calendar for a while, then speaks up. Commander, are you free tomorrow by any chance? Why? I mean, if you don't have any spare time, it's okay. I'm more than willing to give you my time, Trony. I wouldn't. You are? But why? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure how to answer that question. Why are you asking me all this? That's early. Without explaining any further, Trony heads over to the others who are waiting for her to join the game. She seems to be in higher spirits now, so that should be a good thing, right? I don't know, is it? A few hours later. God, man, I'm just like sitting in this room with all these sweaty gamers. I mean, I'm fucking sweaty right now, man. Whew. Psycho Chop. There's an instant kill attack coming up, so watch out. I'm not gonna say it. You got to get the timing right to dodge properly. If you're having a hard time, just stick behind Black Rose. You got that, Trony? Got it. Trony. And stop typing out your skills in the chat. Sorry. I'm not gonna... the older voices, don't worry. I did the same thing when I was new. Can't they just... they're in the same room. Why can't they just talk out loud? Just follow me and you'll be alright. Okay, thanks. Maiden drops her tablet. Maiden, is everything alright? Can you say that again, Trony? Thanks. Tears start to flow from Maiden's eyes. I'm so happy that I decided to play this game. What's going on? Black Rose, help. Black Rose. Black Rose? Black Rose isn't moving. The game isn't important right now. What do you mean? It's not important. Trony thanked me. I'm so touched. Huh? I really said anything. Can I hug you? You already are. Oh, sorry. My arms without me realizing it. Emergency! The tank is gone. Woo! Woo! We did it! We finally did it. Eh? Exia? Do you see that? Oh my gosh. It's Boom! It's really Boom! Where the new map should be generated, the logo of Boom is instead running. So that's why the damage meter was been acting so funny. I should have known that Elegg couldn't help herself. She's gonna install Boom inside Final Quest. So Final Quest can run Boom. This is truly it's a god tier game. Yeah. Maiden, can you put a stop to this, please? Oh, I'll try. Boom, boom, boom! Everyone, if you could please concentrate. We've been raiding for the better part of a day. It's only natural that we're starting to lose focus. How about we call it a day? I suppose you're right. There's no sense in continuing with things as they are. Fine. We'll take on the last phase another time. I'm sorry. I could have done more. Please, Trony, no apologies necessary. You only just started playing this game. I'd hardly expect you to be an expert right off the bat. Maiden? Yes. Could you stop touching her? You're making her uncomfortable. Oh, sorry, but honestly, my hands have a mind of their own. Maiden still has one arm wrapped around Trony's shoulders. Trony has her eyes closed but is otherwise bearing it with good grace. It seems like it may be difficult to get Maiden to stop this. Anyway, that's enough Final Quest for today. Good job, everyone. You too, Exia. So that's it then. Excuse me? We're not done here. Now we got to play some Boom. Huh? She's right, Commander. We're just starting. So if you could sit back, that'd be great. What? No one seems to have any intention of getting up from their seats. Okay. After Final Quest Online, we progressed to a series of different games. Boom, Dragon Dungeon, Combat Ace, and more from different genres. Currently, we are immersed in fighting game Iron Punch. Dang it! You got to do better than that, Maiden. I'm trying my best. There must be some kind of bug in the game that would explain why Elegg isn't losing any health. I think it's just because she's good at avoiding attacks. That's impossible. How about I try and play hands-free? Honestly, though, I think it'd still win. Oh. No, you don't have to do that. Let's do it again. It's time to get serious. If I could proffer one piece of advice, Maiden, smashing the buttons blindly won't activate any of the special moves. I know that. Although it seemed like some are enjoying the games more than others. The fact that all 4 of them are getting along brings me a smile to my face. A few hours later, they're like, how about going a little easy on her? I was thinking the same thing. No, don't go easy on me. I knew you wouldn't want me to. So I haven't been. I'm getting tired of this game, though. Do you want to swap, Trony? No. What? We're not done here. I want one more rematch. You've been saying that for the last 2 hours. Last round for real this time. Probably. Huh? Who's calling me? Ah, it's the boss. Can I answer this? Go ahead. Excuse me for a moment. Yes, boss? No. I'm not playing games again. Yes. Sorry, right now? Okay, I'll be right there. Maiden hangs up the phone. What's wrong? Oh, I think I've got to go. It's getting late anyways. How about we turn in for the day? Yeah, I think that'd be good. You're leaving already? Don't worry. We'll see you again soon. Of course. We still got one raid left for us to clear. Say it with me now, guys. Our fight is just beginning. Our fight is just beginning. Just beginning. Just beginning. Just beginning. Eh? Filled with anticipation for the day ahead, the gamers finally called it a day for now. It's quiet now. Is it always this quiet? Trony turns on the radio while scratching her head. I don't know why I thought. I almost thought it said snatching. I was like, what? On the radio, interview with Elegg and Trony is playing. You recently resolved the power outage issue in the Ark. Isn't that so? That's right. Trony is a specialist when it comes to both electricity and electronics. Thanks to her, not only were we able to resolve the power outage, but we did it with a boom. Do you really think I'm a specialist? Is that the last we'll... Is that the last we've seen of these power outages? We believe so. As long as the converter we invented is in play, any outage should be a thing of the past. However, power may temporarily be down whenever we have to inspect the converter. So if there comes a time when the power goes out, don't panic. Stay calm, hang tight, until we finished examining the converter, and everything will be fine. This incident highlights, once again, that you, too, have played a large part behind the scenes in ensuring the Ark runs smoothly. Some citizens have taken to hailing you two as silent heroes. Huh. Is there anything you would like to say to your admirers out there? How about you first, Trony? Trony begins to have a terrifying flashbacks of traumatic events. He quickly turns off the radio. A deafening noise rings out in her mind. Inside the crimson-colored room, dozens of eyes are trained on Trony. Their gaze is penetrating and merciless, as if they're asking, "Are you actually a hero?" A hero. Hero. Trony? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Are you sure? I'm just a little tired, that's all. Well, you have been pushing yourself awfully hard recently. But with the filming and all these promos and interviews. And that's on top of all the power source research you've been doing. Speaking of which, you've been going to the lab pretty much every day, haven't you? Yeah, I have. Here, I want you to have this. Elegg hands Trony a movie ticket. Wait, is this? It's a ticket for the premiere of the Black Hawk Ranger movie. Tomorrow, It's the first day off in ages. Why don't you treat yourself to a movie? I was planning on just taking a short break in the morning before going to the lab. No. You should take advantage of your time off and get some proper R&R. But then you'll be here on your own. And? I'll get in a nice boom session while you're not here. Is that all you ever... Anyway, I'll be taking it easy myself tomorrow, so don't worry for your pretty little head. Oh, by the way, you said you'd finished that report I was asking you about, right? Yeah, I'll bring it to you later. Thanks, I'll give it a once-over tomorrow. Alright. Just don't work too hard. Trony begrudgingly accepts the movie ticket. Huh? How come there are two? I knew you'd turn around halfway to the theater and make some excuse about being crowded or something silly. So, please get the commander to tag along and make sure you actually turn up. Oh, okay, fine, I'll go. Have a good time then. Thank you for thinking of me. Hold on, did you just say the commander's coming with me? Slump. Elegg catches Trony as she limply falls from her chair. Hey, are you okay? Sorry, I just imagined asking the commander to come to the movie together. And got a bit lightheaded. Could you ask him for me by chance? Okay, fine, I'll do it. Man, how does Elegg, she ends up being, funny and then also kind. At the Electric Shock Squad laboratory. Why is it playing eerie music? Elegg is staring at the heading of the report. Special Entity, Material H. I might just be able to glean some clues from this. Guess I should just dive in. After taking a deep breath, Elegg begins to read the report. As she turns the page, her expression gradually darkens. By the time she reaches the last page, her voice is trembling as she reads aloud. Evaluation of the peculiar entity Material H by Mana. Material H possesses a structure and form that is directly similar to that of the Ark, and appearance to have been created by raptors. In fact, one can even venture to deem it a miniature version of the Ark. Material H generates energy by assimilating Nikkes, which it reminds... Didn't I say that they're... Is that what's running the Ark? Is basically what I said it was? That they're basically like throwing broken Nikkes in there, and it's like, as it says, assimilating them and generating energy, which is remarkably similar to how the first generation raptors reinforced their power sources via assimilating organic matter. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. So the raptors would... But there's still like tons of trees and shit on the surface. So is it only like stuff that's like flesh and blood? I don't know. In conclusion, it is increasingly clear that other forces beside us know about the true nature of how this power source functions. Bah, this is no good. We already knew there had to be others who knew about this, besides Trony and I. So why am I so shaken up? I can't. Elegg tightly grips the table in an effort to steady her trembling hands. After taking a few deep breaths, her shaking finally ceases. Phew. I can't afford to be frightened like this. I got too much to do. That's right. There's much to be done. Ether? Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time I've shown up unannounced. You're not feeling uneasy about anything, are you? Who, me? Uneasy? No way. Your acting skills leave much to be desired. I'm just messing with you. I merely came to check on the progress of the latest task MMR assigned us. So relax, or else I might misinterpret it as you being suspicious of me. Okay. So when did you think the equipment will be ready? It should be able to be delivered next week. We'll let you know as soon as it's finished. That's a relief. What's that supposed to mean? I'm merely suggesting that you're doing a commendable job with the tasks assigned to you. Of course, you shouldn't expect anything else from us. Good. So long as you can keep it up in the future. Come again? The top brass are keeping an eye on you, you know. They're paying close attention as to whether the electric shock squad is doing well. Is that so? It's a little overwhelming, if I'm being honest. You know how Trony and I hate being in the spotlight? That hardly sounds like the words of a pair of heroes. At any rate, your primary goal is to ensure the Ark remains operational. I trust that you'll do everything in your power to make that happen. You know as well as I do that there's nothing the higher-ups aren't willing to do for the sake of the Ark's survival. I know it all too well. Good. Well then, keep up the good work. I hope the report is making good reading. After Ether leaves, Elegg rarely sits down. What have we gotten ourselves into, Trony? Meanwhile, in the Ark's back alleys. Is everything okay, my friend? Oh. Just say the word, and I can take over. I don't understand. Fine! I'll go over it again. We've received orders from a senior official in the central government. There are individuals inside the Ark that are planning a terrorist attack as we speak. A directive has been issued for the extrinsic squad to secure the targets and hand them over to MMR affiliated central government forces as soon as possible. I have a proposition. How about I handle this mission solo? I see no reason for Maiden to join. I can see this job through myself. Boss, are we sure the electric squad shock? Are we sure the electric shock is the only one behind this conspiracy? We're positive. Elegg and Trony are your next targets. What? What's going on? You sit right here and hang tight. I'll take care of this. Be right back. No. I'm taking charge of this operation. I need to. You shouldn't punish yourself unduly. Guillotine. Please. Very well. However, if anything happens, I will intervene. That is the one thing I cannot and will not compromise on. Alright. Thank you. Hero of the Ark. There's some interesting stuff going on. Trony and I have agreed to meet at the square. And so I'm on my way there. You're already going through all this stuff since I'm technically in Eternia right now. So once I arrive, I can see Trony sitting on her bench. On a bench. Staring blank. The problem is she's always in her little walking bed thing, which is relying on a broadcast feature, the Electric Shock Squad. Morning! Hey, Commander. You becoming quite the celebrity with all these TV appearances. Yeah. I hope nobody recognizes me. Just in case, though, I've been practicing my autograph. Trony and I watched the broadcast for a while. For some reason, there doesn't appear to be any footage of Trony. It may be a while yet until Trony is being harangued for autographs. Hang on, I actually been having a dictionary sit on my desk. Is it harangu? Harangu? Essentially, it only has like ha and then ragu. A long, vehement speech. A tirade. How come they're only showing footage of Elegg? Didn't you want to go see the movie today? Why don't we head to the theater? Oh, sure. Before we do that, could you help me with something? What is it? Do you remember before when you asked me why I'd circled the date on the calendar? Sure. That's the day I first joined the Electric Shock Squad. It was also the first time I ever met Elegg. Elegg has been doing so much for me all these years, and so I wanted to give her something for once. I was trying to think of what to get her as a present, but then I realized I've never actually given a gift to anyone before. So I was hoping I could get some suggestions from you. I'd be happy to help, I guess. Do you have any general ideas of what to get her? I know. I'm gonna get her Boom Guy. Elegg is all about Boom, so I was thinking maybe something related to that. A Boom Guy plushie. How about a Boom Guy body pillow? Would that be weird? I think she'd love it. How about we head to the shopping center and check it out? The gaming store. The shopping center? Oh, I'll take a few deep breaths. Huh? Could you give me a few days to prepare mentally? Let's go. I dragged the How am I able to drag her? She weighs like a ton. I dragged the reluctant Trony with me to the shopping center. At the gaming store, Trony is cowering in the corner, hiding from all the other people. Trony, you'll never be able to choose a gift if you stay huddled in the corner. What? Hello, is there something you're looking for? No, I remember it all. That is traumatic interview. Panic, being bombarded with questions. The humiliation of not being able to string words together and being sent to the orphanage. Is everything alright, miss? Just pretend you didn't hear that. Do you happen to have any Boom-related products? Sorry, but Elegg recently cleaned us out, so we're all out of stock. I see. Thank you anyway. Sure thing. If you need anything else, let me know. The store clerk leaves to help another customer. What should we do now? Elegg is an avid gamer, so how about we get her some gaming peripherals? Whatever, peripherals. I'll go with. I don't know. She's already got everything you could possibly need thanks to all the devices our squad has made. Right, I forgot. You both are skilled inventors. Is there something else Elegg likes besides Boom? I'm not sure. It's kind of pathetic when you think about it. What do you mean? Elegg understands me more than I understand myself. But I know next to nothing about her. Hold on. What time is it? Oh my gosh. It's nearly time for the movie premiere. You're right. We'll figure out a gift after the movie. Alright. Time to drag me to the movie theater. Okay. Soon after at the theater. Despite the fact that it's the grand premiere, there is a surprising lack of spectators. Even though I've seen all the episodes before, I'm still excited to see them in a new format. Shh. Sorry. Even though the movie hasn't started, Trony has both hands tightly clasped together, their eyes glued to the screen. Soon after the movie begins. Dark Hero. As the title sequence flashes across the screen, Trony's eyes sparkle. After that, the random snippets of fight scenes featuring the Black Ranger illuminate the big screen. I already forgot what voice I did for her. Long live the Arc Rangers! Woo! Next to me in Trony, there is another moviegoer who can't be clearly made out. I merely completed the mission, which was assigned to me. All the help I gave you tonight will only be known by you be in the dark sky above us. Woohoo! What a hero! Each time the Black Arc Ranger utters a famous line, both Trony and the mysterious moviegoer have the same enthusiastic reaction. After a while, the movie reaches its conclusion. The Black Ark Ranger is so incredible. Both Trony and the moviegoer adjacent to us were engrossed to the very end. Absolutely. What an incredible experience. Even as the credits run, they're still not fully over. This movie is always a blast to take in. The Black Ark Ranger? Oh, that's right. I forgot. Oh my god. We got her autograph. I'm gonna forget that. Dirt. Trony. It's been a while. Oh. Black Ark Ranger? That's me. Did you enjoy the movie? How do you know our names? You both came to my fan meetup and greet at the Ark Gaming Expo. Commander? Yeah? Can I officially die and rest in peace now? If you would please pass my last will and testament version, number 430, onto Elegg. A dumbfounded Trony slumps from her chair, and I manage to catch her before she hits the floor. Fucking I fall to the floor. She's so fucking heavy. You can't die yet. You still need to decide on a gift for Elegg. Oh, right. Trony! I heard you and Elegg got the Ark out of quite the pickle. Oh, and that was nothing compared to what you do. All we did was repair a converter and restore the power. Nothing worth praising, really. The Ark fell into darkness. The glimmer of hope amongst the citizens would likewise be snuffed out. You kept the hope alive. If that isn't worthy of being deemed a hero, then what is? I express my heartfelt gratitude to you. I kept hope alive? No. I'm no hero. I'm not like you. Everyone says but I'm not that gallant figure that they make me out to be. Trony averts her gaze as she ruthlessly puts herself down. You're not like me, you say? Tell me then, what kind of hero am I exactly? You save people, and you've rescued the Ark from the brink of catastrophe countless times. Haha! Is that so? Do you have a moment? Well, I do need to pick out a gift for Elegg. It won't take too much of your time. I promise. We find ourselves walking around the Ark with the Black Ark Ranger, performing very small acts of kindness, hoping that what? Utterly constantly playing with the children. Thanks to all of these small displays of kindness, each area of yours is soon filled with laughter. That's enough for today, I think. We can end our patrol here. Well done, you two. Do you usually patrol around like this? If I have the time. The fortunate thing is that I typically don't have time to spare. You're pretty busy, so I can imagine. Too true. However, seeing everyone smile is the greatest reward I could ask for. It does make you feel good. I almost said doesn't. Then let me ask you again, Trony. What kind of hero am I? Do I spend every waking moment saving people's lives and averting catastrophes? Or am I simply someone who, as we just saw, performs small acts of service? Trony, a hero is someone who fully embodies their own beliefs, instead of living their life according to the expectations of others. Living by your own code and principles is what makes a true hero. You don't have to be exactly like me. You don't have to be this majestic figure that people envision you as. It's not important how other people see you. You need to define for yourself what justice means to you. I gotta agree with that, man. Individuality is like the best thing ever. Individuality is a good thing to have. Very excellent. And being honest. honesty is a really big thing too. You have to figure it out for yourself. What kind of hero you want to be, and what principles you want to follow. What principles I want to follow? I know this all sounds very dramatic and lofty, but I'm just cribbing from a speech that Red gave me way back, which made me end up joining the Archrangers at the time. I thought I'd become a hero capable of empowering others like Red. I'm not used to talking this much. Anyway, I think I've made my point. So, I'll say goodbye here. There's something I wanted to say. What's that? Autograph? You are that kind of hero. You are that kind of hero. You do empower others. Huh? Never mind. I don't really know what I'm saying. Thank you. Let's part ways here. Hopefully, we'll have a chance to meet again in the future. With that, the Black Archranger turns and leaves. Trony waves goodbye for a long time as the figure of the Black Archranger slowly fades in the distance. Suddenly, I remember something. Trony, about the gift! Huh? Even if it's not something you necessarily think Elegg would want. As long as you put your heart into it, it will be enough. It's the thought that counts. I see. I understand what you're saying. Sorry, but may I excuse myself? I've decided on what to get her. Of course. Let me know what she thinks of it. I will. Oh, and thank you for today. As I watched Trony leave, the Black Archranger's words echo in my mind. I think about that for a long time. Should I go back and give that movie another watch? That night, Trony's room. As she hums the Archranger theme song, Trony is hard at work making a gift for Elegg that she's bound to love. A custom boom-themed gamepad, unlike anything that can be found in the Ark. That should do it. After inspecting the completed gamepad, Trony turns to look at the clay figure on her desk, which Elegg made for her. She fashioned it in the shape of the Black Archranger in an effort to encourage Trony to come out of her room a while back. Trony treasures it more than anything, and as she looks at the precious figure, she mumbles under her breath, I hope she likes it. Carrying this simple wish in her heart, Trony waits for Elegg to return. However, she's waiting in vain. For on the very same day, Elegg went missing. She got abducted. The Extrinsic Squad, a group of Nikkes that was created to suppress or eliminate any Nikkes who become irregulars. A squad whose very existence is shrouded in mystery. Due to all these cloak and dagger measures, Maiden has never felt a sense of belonging. Hey, Maiden! Why do you have to have us meet in such a creepy place? Are you getting back at me for yesterday? Hey, you don't look so good. Did something bad happen? Yes, something bad has happened. Maiden has always yearned for a sense of belonging, to find a place where she could make friends and embrace her true self. That's why, Maiden, you're officially part of the team. She accepted Exia's offer with such fervor. That's why. Maiden, was it? Nice to meet you. Don't just stand there trying to say hi. Hi, nice to meet you. She opened up to Elegg, Exia, and Trony. Elegg, meeting you has brought me so much joy. I hope you know that. But why? Maiden shakes her head with distress and pulls out her phone. Boss, it's Maiden. Requesting authorization to remove the mask. Yes, target has been secured. Yes, I'm carrying out the directive now. Maiden takes off her mask. Maiden, are you crying? Is everything okay? Freeze. Just as Elegg reaches out to wipe the tears from Maiden's face, she freezes mid-movement. For the first time in Maiden's life, someone saw her take her mask off and wasn't afraid. And how does she repay them? By using her powers against them. I hope that you would be scared and be like all the others. Turret has been restrained. Transferring to designated coordinates now. That was really short. Trony fiddles with her phone nervously. Despite waiting all night, there was still no sign of Elegg. And unlike before, she can't be reached at all. This has never happened before. I hope Elegg's doing okay. Just then, footsteps can be heard from the hallway. Elegg? Filled with interest, Trony bolts up from her seat. However, the person that comes through the door is not Elegg. Sorry to disappoint you. I know you'd rather see Elegg right now. Instead, Ethers enters the room, looking weary as always. I should have figured that your dormitory would be just as much of a pigsty as your lab. I can see now why Suyin always moaning about cleanliness, or rather, lack thereof. What are you doing here? I'm here to give you information. Information that I'm sure you're eager to know. Huh? Elegg's whereabouts. Huh? Caught your interest, have I? Do you know where Elegg is? I do. Then tell me where she is. But it might be rather shocking to hear. Are you sure? What are you talking about? You know, Trony. That's the thing about confidential documents. They usually contain information that isn't meant to be seen by just anyone. And becoming privy to such information could put you in harm's way. One of the higher-ups noticed you two meddling with the MMR's Material H report. And now they know that you and Elegg are aware of the truth behind the Ark's power source. I don't understand. That's why Elegg was apprehended. Orders came down yesterday from the central government to MMR. We're to capture both you and Elegg, as you two are orchestrating a terrorist attack. Huh? As Trony begins to step back, Ether raises both her hands in the air. Oh, don't misunderstand me. I didn't come here to take you in. Quite the opposite, actually. I came here to give you a chance. Ether approaches Trony with a equivocal smile. You have two options. The first is to say that Elegg is the sole individual responsible for planning the attack, and that you didn't know anything about it. If you do that, I'll be sure to do whatever I can to clear your name. After that, it's quite simple. You forget everything you know about the power source, and simply work hard to keep things going just as they are. Naturally, in order to maintain your image as a heroic figure, you won't be able to associate with Elegg ever again. If you want these charges against you to be lifted, that's a sacrifice you'll have to be willing to make. What's the other option? Here. Their hands over a note. These are the corners where Elegg is being held. They're scheduled to begin interrogating her later today. As soon as that's finished, she will be disposed of. The second option is that you personally attempt to go rescue Elegg yourself, but you don't have much time. If you get caught, your memory will be wiped, or you will be disposed of as well. Of course, even if you do manage to rescue Elegg, both of you will forever be fugitives on the run. There's not much time, Trony. Make your choice. Show me what you can do. Can you do that for me? I received a message from Exio. Noob? We got a problem. What is it? Elegg and Trony were supposed to come over for a raid an hour ago, but I can't reach them either. Either of them. Can you try? Okay, give me a second. I tried to call Elegg, Trony, and Maiden, but none of them pick up. Now that I think about it, Trony never let me know how it went with her giving Elegg her gift. What happened? No one is answering my calls. What? What's going on here? I share Exia's... You think Exia's already hacked into the central government, so... she'll probably be willing to help me out. I share Exia's worry that something nefarious might be going on. We should head over to electronic... I always want to say Electric Shock's dormitory to investigate. When you arrive at the dormitory, all of the doors are mysteriously wide open. Hmm? Russell, I hear a sound from Trony's room. Trony? I cautiously head inside Trony's room. Inside, Ether examining the Black Ark Ranger figurine. Ether? What are you doing here? I could ask you the same thing. Number 7? Ether puts down the figurine she is holding and approaches me. Who did you come to see? Trony? Elegg? Both? Answer my question. Let me give you a little piece of advice. Don't get yourself mixed up with those two. What happened to them? So you don't know at all. Alright. Let me fill you in. Elegg and Trony were planning a terrorist attack. As a result, the higher-ups at MMR have ordered us to arrest both Electric Shock Squad members and have their memories wiped. What? More accurately, just one of them will have their memory wiped. The other will be disposed of as an example of the rest. The top brass wants to mitigate any and all potential risks within the Ark. There's no way they were planning a terrorist attack. You seem to trust them quite a bit. Yes, it's just as you said. They had no part in the purported terrorist attack. No, their crime was of another nature. Would you like to know what it was that they did? By now, Ether has come comfortably close and is scrutinizing my expression with much intensity. Not interested. All I want to know is where they are. You're no fun. Let me guess. You intended on saving them. Is that right? Even for you, associating with these two can only end poorly. I walk past Ether and towards the table where various Black Ark Ranger memorabilia is displayed. In the middle of the table is a customized boom gamepad. This must have been the gift Trony intended to give to Elegg. I reach out for the gamepad. Trony wanted to give this to Elegg as a gift. I'm hoping to make sure that she gets it. I figured you would go that route. It's a good thing I prepared another copy. Ether tosses me a folded up note that once opened reveals a set of coordinates. Is this where? Yes. Elegg is being held there. Trony rushed out not too long ago, intent on rescuing her. You should get a move on. What's your game here, Ether? Ether waves her hand nonchalantly, signaling that she doesn't intend on elaborating, then heads out. Annoying. Noob? Noob? If you're getting these, please respond. Exia? Ah, you can hear me. Good. I overheard everything you and Ether just said. Let's go get Elegg and Trony. If you heard everything, then you should know that you should... What am I saying? I know she would get involved. It's Exia, but you said you're doing is helping deliver Trony's gift to Elegg. Well, it's the same for me. I'm the party leader, so I gotta do my due diligence and round up my party members who didn't show up for the raid. The raid isn't going to clear itself, you know. I'll lead the way. Alright, it's all yours. Operator Exia is on the case. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Okay, there's still a few left. Whew, man. After following Exia's directions, which lead me to a deserted alleyway, I see a few androids standing guard. Doob, you see that building at the end of the alleyway? That's where the coordinates are leading. These guards look like they mean business. Is there any way to enter the building without being noticed? If I may, I'd like to make a suggestion. We could use a cardboard box. I got that reference. Huh? Haven't you ever played a stealth game before? If you hide inside the box and move whenever the guards aren't looking, you'll be able to sneak past unnoticed. There so happens to be a discarded box near me. I'll have to see if I even fit in this thing. I open the box and wonder if I'll be able to squeeze into it. When I'm greeted by the sight of Trony inside, Sorry, but could you please close the box? Eh? Commander, what are you? Wow, I never thought anyone would actually try that. Exia? We've come to help. You have? I gave Trony the game pad. What's going on? You still have a gift to give. Also, I don't want to hear anything about how it's dangerous for me to get mixed up in this. Noob and I have already discussed it and come to an agreement. Aren't you going to take it? As Trony climbs out of the box, she takes the gamepad from me. Thank you. I'll be sure to give this to her. That's the spirit. Now back to the topic at hand. I'm wondering if there's any way we can distract the guards. Actually, would hacking be possible by any chance? It sure would be. In fact, while you were deliberating whether or not to get it in the box, I took it upon myself to do a bit of research. Once I hack into those surveillance androids, they should be offline for about 10 seconds, after which they'll recover. I hope you two have got your running shoes on. Are you ready, Trony? We're ready. Alright, hacking into the enemy system. Now, done. It's game set. Or, game time. Doesn't game set game time. With Xy's help, we enter the building undetected and unscathed. That's stage 1 cleared. Now we're to stage 2. Wait a minute, I recognize this place. This is where Bay and Clay and Polly and I were practicing cheerleading. The next #1 thing is to not get detected by any enemies. Yeah, the last thing we want to get surrounded in a place like this. Oh, on top of that, the guards inside the building are human. They only know for shooting first and asking questions later. Exercise extreme caution. We will. I've had a look at security camera footage along the building's blueprints. This place seems to be a deserted MMR facility. I'll guide you to the points where Elegg is most likely being held. And before that, could you wait a moment? Troy holds up the gamepad. Left, right, A, B. There we go. After he presses a few buttons, all the lights in the building go out. What kind of gamepad is that? It's a function I incorporated in case I was ever too lazy to get up and turn off the lights while playing a game. Even on the small operator screen, Xy's excitement is palpable. She is nearly vibrating. That's got to be the most impressive gamepad of all time. I was wrong for talking smack about Bacillus before. What other functions does it have? I can install Boom on all the nearby electronic devices. Oh, it also pairs with them automatically. So could you tell us where to go? So I got a bit carried away thinking about that gamepad. Alright, let's do this. Stage 2, we're coming for you. Jesus. Meanwhile, after a long and grueling interrogation. Come on, hang in there, Elegg. Elegg is slumped in the corner of the room, exhausted and alone. What's going on? What's going to happen to me? Whatever this is. How this all ends with me. At the moment, the locked door opens. Elegg, I'm coming in. Maiden cautiously enters. Maiden? I thought the interrogation was over. Or have you come to finish the job? No. I just wanted to talk to you. Is that okay? You want to talk with me? If you're not up to it, I understand. Do as you please. It's a bit dirty, but if you look hard enough, there should be a spot where you can sit. Feels a bit strange for me to be playing host. Alright. Maiden crouches down next to Elegg, and an awkward silence descends between them for a while. It is Elegg who breaks the silence. Well? What did you want to talk about? Oh, yes, right. I heard that what you said during the interrogation. How the planned attack on the Ark was all you're doing. That's right. I'm a heinous criminal. You ought to be careful. Nothing good will come out of associating with me. Even Trony, who had nothing to do with any of this, was mistaken as a co-conspirator. Elegg, it's just you and me right now. I asked the other to give us a few moments alone before it's all over. You can tell me the truth, please. If you're honest with me, I might be able to help somehow. I just told you. Searching with me will only bring misfortune upon yourself. Unless you want to be accused of being a terrorist too. This is for the best. I can take responsibility for everything and exonerate Trony of all these trumped up charges. Surely there's a better way. There has to be. I don't know what's going on right now, but one thing I'm sure of is that you're no terrorist. It's not too late to come clean and explain what this has all been one colossal mix-up. Even if I did that, it wouldn't change anything. What are you talking about? For one thing, you wouldn't be sent to the scrapyard. Maiden is practically screaming, but Elegg only closes her eyes. I'm sorry. I don't want you to get involved. What do you mean? Despite her best attempts, Maiden is unable to get through to Elegg and vice versa. Suddenly, there is an unmistakable sound of an explosion outside, which sounded totally like an 8-bit. Elegg knows that it was as soon as it reaches her ears. It's sound effect from Boom. Trony? Oh man, Elegg is the best. Trony proceeds to use various functions she incorporated in the gamepad, activating the sprinkler system. This is the feature I added in case it gets hot while gaming. Disrupting all communications. In case Yuen tries to call us while we're in the middle of a good game. Nice. Remotely installing Boom instantaneously. With these different functions, trying to distract the central government's troops enough so that we can move through the facility unimpeded. Exia, can you get us through this door? Sure thing. Unfortunately, I'm skilled at picking locks. Exia unlocks multiple sealed doors and guides us to an area where there are no sentries present. Enter the right hallway and go up the stairs. Wow, it's cleaner in here than I thought it'd be. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Exia expertly fulfills her role as an operator, helping us locate the shortest and most effective route. With the aid of both Trony and Exia, all of us are able to safely reach our destination. Stage 2 cleared. All we have to do is pass through the hallway and we'll reach the room where Elegg is being held. Let's get a move on. Roger. Just a second, Commander. What? Look over there. Troy is pointing at the opposite end of the darkened hallway. Maiden? Maiden stands opposite of, her head bowed low. How did you know? It appears that an their squad name, and Extrinsic Squad is involved in this somehow as well. Are you here to rescue Elegg too? You all here for Elegg? Maiden mutters to herself as she slowly lifts her head. She's not wearing her mask. Uh-oh. Trony, get back. Huh? Target secured. Deploy Kotodama as ordered. Maiden? Trony, due to Elegg's testimony, charges against you have been dropped. However, the other issued to me has not been rescinded yet. What are you saying? I'm warning you. If you come any closer, I'll have no choice but to arrest you. If you stop now, you can remain a hero. So please, don't come any closer. Let me handle this, Trony. I'll talk to her. Leave it to me. Trony lowers her head. No, Commander. Running away won't change anything. Trony takes a step forward. Step towards one of her friends. In order to save another. Maiden. When I was young, people often asked us about our dreams. Some of them say that they want to be doctors who save lives. Others proclaim they want to be a hero who saves the day. like the Archrangers. As for me, my answer is always the same. I would answer while looking up towards the sky above me. My dream was to be able to look at the sky. The other kids would laugh at and make fun of me. What kind of stupid dream is that? Every time that happened, I would promise myself that someday I would see the real sky. Underneath the bright light of the sun, I would take it in the vast world before me. Back then, I didn't know. I had no idea that the only light I would end up chasing would be the glow of the television screen hooked up to the gaming console. I wanted to see the world in all its majesty, but I ended up becoming petrified of it. Becoming petrified. I thought I would become the protagonist of the story, but it turned out to be barely a footnote. How could I have known? But you know. A friend of mine always reached this again, and that is not fitting for me to cooped up in a dark room. No matter what I was afraid of right now, she told me, you can certainly overcome it with your own strength. I'm adding words in. As Trony looks into Maiden's eyes, I see an entire landscape of Trony's own eyes are one unlike anything which I've ever seen before. Beep. In Trony's mind, a deafening roar can be heard, and the entire area becomes bathed in red. An endless sea of Kustri eyes stares at Trony, questioning if she's really a hero. After discovering the truth behind the Ark's power source, after feeling the stares of others boring a hole into her wherever, goddamn, Trony now has confidence to stand tall and declare with confidence, I am not that kind of hero, and I don't want to be. If being a hero means I'm unable to help those who helped me when I needed it most, then I'd rather not be one at all. A true hero doesn't live according to the expectations of others, but act according to their own principles. So, Maiden, I'm asking you for a favor. Step aside and let us go to Elegg. After hearing Trony's story, Maiden begins to tremble. Oh, I knew it from the very beginning. I knew there was no way either of you could have intended the Ark any harm. And yet, even though I was positive neither of you were irregulars, still, Trony slowly inches towards Maiden and gingerly places her hands on her shoulder. I'm sorry. I can't stand seeing you cry. Maiden mumbles something to Trony as she continues to pat her shoulder. Elegg is inside there. She's trapped in there, and she's trying to take all the blame. Go and help her. I will. Go then. She's waiting for you. Thank you. Trony nods at Maiden before running towards the room at the end of the hallway. Maiden watches her for a while, then staggers over to us. I know I don't deserve any of your mercy, but is there any chance? It's okay, Maiden. I'll make sure you have a home to come back to. You're always welcome. Are you sure? Of course. If you didn't come back, Exia would be super pissed. You'll have to... You still got a raid to finish. That's right. Plus you and Elegg still have to score to settle with Iron Punch. You're right. Don't worry about me, Commander. Go to Elegg. I won't stand in your way, nor will anyone else. I'll see to that. Maiden brushes by me and heads outside into the other hallway. Are we going to get to see her again? I think we will. Come on. Let's go see how the story ends. Extrinsic Squad. A group of Nikkes that was created to suppress and eliminate Nikkes who become irregulars. A squad whose very existence is shrouded in mystery. Due to all these cloak and dagger measures, Maiden has never felt... why is it doing this again? It's able to put her heart... we know that stuff! Maiden shakes her head with distress and pulls out her phone. Boss, it's Maiden. I'm sorry. Mission has failed. Mission failed! We'll get him next time! Trony runs through the hallway. With each step she takes, the corridor turns a bright shade of red until until the entire passage is bathed in crimson. An all-consuming red light emanates from the arc's power source. Endless stacks of bodies block Trony's path. Fear grips her, but she does not stop. She cannot. If she were to stop now, the greatest horror of all would come to pass. She would be left without Elegg. Trony shakes her head vigorously, dispelling the horrific hallucinations. The hallway returns to what it was. Or is. No, she cannot stop. Not after all that Elegg has done for her. Not after she brought Trony out of the morose of fear which once imprisoned her. Trony swings open the door and reaches out her hand. Elegg, I'm here. Trony? Why'd you come here? Although I'll be honest, it doesn't look like they they nerf Alegg's boobs. I wanted to give this to you. The gamepad is a bit worse for wear. What the? Did I spoil it on my way here? Forget it about that. That's not what's important. You can't be here right now. It might not be too late. You need to. No. This is what's most important to me. Huh? Letting you know how my true feelings is what matters most. Trony, aren't you afraid of what will happen to us both? There are people out there who want to keep the truth about the power source hidden. They'll hunt us down and show us no mercy. We could disappear without a trace at any moment. I remember something you once told me. You said that no matter what fears grip me now, I will be able to overcome them. No matter how much time it takes, be it months, even years, I will absolutely, positively be able to overcome them. It doesn't matter if I'm scared, because I know that it will pass. So take my hand, Elegg. The voice that used to lead Elegg out of the room when she was young once again extends her hand, and Elegg grabs it with a smile. Elegg? Yes? I'm glad to have you with me. Yes, me too. I'm glad we're back together. I'm glad she was able to say her piece. Oh yes, absolutely. Isn't friendship a wonderful thing? Ether? What are you doing here? I'm the supervisor, aren't I? Why shouldn't I be here? Supervisor, what do you mean? Didn't I tell you? Someone high up in MMR ordered that. All members of Electric Shock be arrested. Are you the one who received that order? Correct. Even so, you have nothing to worry about. I have no intention of interfering with those two. Why not? They've shown us that they have potential, and for that, they should be rewarded. With that being said, so basically it's like torture training. Oh my god, man. With that being said, how about we make a deal? You stand to lose nothing. If you play along, I'll make the following report to MMR when I get back. Elegg and Trony's memories were successfully wiped, and I will personally see to it that neither of them will uncover the truth behind the Ark's power source again. If they ask why one of them wasn't disposed of, I have an ace up my sleeve for that, so worry not. What do you say, number 7? Are you interested? If I agree to this deal, what's the catch? Simple. Offer support to both Elegg and Trony, so that they can continue to uncover further secrets behind the Ark's operation. Be a guardian angel for both of them. What's your endgame here? Me? I merely want to see the Nikkes are capable of. How far a Nikke will go while knowingly disobeying orders. I want to know more about their potential. I'll take your silence as a yes. Very well, I'll go and give that report to the higher-ups. Don't forget, you're into the deal. It won't be easy. Another interloper is also keeping tabs on Elegg and Trony. Not that it's anything to fret excessively over. I'm simply saying you'll have to put in some effort. Oh, and tell the two of them that I have high hopes for them, and what they'll accomplish in the future. Really, that's the end. It ends with like a cliffhanger. I thought it would have. Well, I guess you guys have to wait for part 2 when the final thing comes. Yeah, it went hard. 17 hours. I could have waited till tomorrow. Ugh, man, I am like hot. But oh man, that I don't like either. I don't like people who like have information and know things, and it like where it seems like they're helping you, but then also not helping you at the same time. I really despise those kind of people. But it's interesting though. It is confirmed my theory that they were sacrificing Nikkes to power the Ark. Of course, didn't I say it was kind of like between Nikkes and humans? Basically, there's still technically they're sacrificing people because Nikkes are technically people that are cyborgs. So I'm right. I'm always right.